Well, I took the car out to run an errand today, and as I was going, I all of a sudden started to hear a click, 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 and I realized I'd probably picked something up in the tire. So when I took it easy when I got to where I was going. I got out and I inspected, and sure enough I found a screw that lodged itself in the tire. Now when I looked at it, I couldn't tell if it was all the way through, but it didn't take long before I started to get a warning sign on the dashboard telling me that the tire pressure was down in the left rear side. So anyways, I limped it home, and now I'm going to try to see what I can do to fix this. You can see I've already taken it off the car. I thought it'd be easier to do this when it's off the car. And the reason I'm going to try to do this myself is I have this little toolkit that I bought, and I keep it with us in the RV. And basically it's the same basic stuff that a tire shop would use to fix a puncture wound like this. So I'm going to give it a try and see how this goes. And I'll just video it as I'm going, and we can all learn from it. Well, I don't have it all the way out yet, but you can see it's a pretty big screw. And because it's a screw, I'm just actually able to just kind of unscrew it with a screwdriver and kind of pry it out so far. So we'll keep going and see how big it is. So the point of this is that as you turn it as you're screwing it in, and what that does is separates the steel cords. So when you put the patch in there, you got a clear access. So I'm in there, I'm going to come out. Of course it's leaking more now as a result of what I'm doing, but that's okay, right? Get this out of here. So the next thing you need to do is get one of these patch cords out of its packaging. I'm finding it very difficult to tear this apart, but I'm getting there. I got one side off of it. I'll get that other cord off of there. And then we have to, once we've got that done, we're supposed to lubricate this, and we need to get it so I can show it to you here. We need to get the cord through through this opening. So that'll be an interesting process as well. So let's see how this goes. So you can see I managed to get this on there now. I made a mess of myself doing it, but the trick now is to insert this down in there, which is going to take some serious force, and you're supposed to go all the way down until you hit this thing. So I'm going to do that now. Can't do it while I'm holding the camera, but I'll be back. Alright, I got it all the way in. It wasn't easy. In fact, I had to inflate the tire more to make sure there's plenty of back pressure, because I was really leaning on it. I'm pretty sure I could not do that if the tire was still on the car. So now what you're supposed to do is hold this piece down and pull back on the handle. So I'm going to do that now. So we'll be back to let you know. Okay, I did get it out. I think I made a little mistake when I was pulling it out. I think I pulled too far, and you see what happens when you take this all the way up. That thing goes up inside, and then I kept pulling, and I actually pulled the handle off the post. So I had to find a Allen head wrench and just tighten that back on there, and then once you get to the final part, you just pull the whole thing up. But anyways, it came out. You can see the patch seems to be there. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate it, and then we'll see if we hear any leakage at all. Well, I have it inflated. I don't hear anything. I used the soapy water trick on there. The repair's right here. I'm not seeing any air coming through there at all. It's right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the car. So if you're interested in knowing more about the kit I used this ARB Speedy Seal Puncture Repair Kit. I'm sure I got this off Amazon, just like I pretty much get everything else. So seems to work fine. It takes a little muscle, that's for sure. See ya.